Whew. Can you see it? Can you tell it's hot? It's a hot, muggy evening. And I should have taken a tuk-tuk. Instead, I decided to walk. Whew. We're at the Royal Nakara Hotel and Convention Center, and we're gonna walk a little ways farther to get to the railway station, which is serving as a market tonight. And it's the only night, one day a week, Sunday is the railway market, and one day a week is the walking street, which was last night. So I figure today's a good day to go to the train station and try to get it in before it closes. Try to get a little video, a little stream in before it closes. But, you know, when they say, oh, it's 20 minutes away, I say, well, I'm gonna walk. Yeah, 20 minutes. No, it's 20 minutes, like, by car. Other way.อ๋อตลาดนำตลาดนัดรถไฟ
ไปอีกหน่อยหนึ่ง
อีกหนึ่งแล้วก็เลี้ยวซ้าย
จ้ะ
ครับคุณขับไรเดอร์ไทยรถไทยหัวใจ Oh yeah, let's go right here. Yeah, definitely should have taken a tuk-tuk. Oh yeah. Shouldn't be much farther. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah. You know what? Damn it. I think it's probably right down this street. Roger, what the fuck, man? Where are you? Nong Khai have more to offer than this. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here, Roger. Seriously. Get the fuck out of here. You don't like it, don't watch. You fucking cunt. Jesus Christ. Goodbye. Fucking prick. Where were you yesterday when I was at the fucking mountain? Where were you then? Oh, you didn't watch. Well, now you don't need, you can watch but not speak. Not fucking real, these people. You gotta have more to offer than this. Well, where do you think I'm going, you prick? I'm going somewhere, you know. And that's all I gotta say. I don't have to explain myself to you. If you don't like it, fuck off. So you're already fucked off, you mental midget. Got no patience for dickheads. You get an idea what Nong is like at night. It's just like Buangkan and Nakhon Phanom. He's getting American slang 101. Sorry, I didn't know she was watching. You know, this is not a G-rated show, but she's gonna hear it eventually. It's that passive-aggressive shit that rubs me the wrong way. See what I mean? One more. Yeah, one more big main street. I left 45 minutes. Seriously, I left 45 minutes before the stream. I don't know. When I got money. The stream was supposed to start at 7:15. I left at 6:30. They told me 20 minutes to get there. I thought, listen, if it takes me 40 minutes, I'll have a couple minutes and I'll start the stream. And I've been walking for an hour. So 20 minutes, that's Thai 20 minutes. And obviously I'm sweating my ass off. Swadee krab.ตลาดนัดรถไฟ
ไปอีกครับ
อีกนานไหม
นี่ไฟนี่ตรงนี้นี่ข้างหน้านี่เลยครับนี่ตรงรถเบรกนี่
to the light ที่นู่น
นี่ครับนี่
อ๋อโอเค
รถเห็นมอเตอร์ไซค์เบรกไฟแดง
and look on the other side
ๆครับ
โอเคขอบคุณ Still, it's up ahead at the light. I think he means the red lights, the Chinese lanterns. I think the streams have run their course. My patience has run out. I just won't look at if I stream, I won't look at the messages anymore. That way I don't have to go off on somebody. That's right. Whew. Man. Look at this. My bald head. Nong Resort. Jesus criminy. All right, I think I found it. It's been so long, I don't remember shit here. I went down to the market near my hotel. What is it, Sadet Market? Went down there. I was like talking to people. This place used to be a lot smaller, didn't it? Oh yeah, now it's a lot longer than it used to be. It was like, I don't even remember it, you know? Now obviously, there are a few people here. And I'm the big sweaty Farang. Yeah. Woo. Here we are. Yes, a beehive. I like to hear it that way. Put that way. It's a beehive. Yes. Yes, a beehive. Whew. Beehive of activity here. Of course, I'm behind everybody right now. There we go. Oh, it's funny. So I think up. Hey, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm the only one here. I need something to drink. Oh, there we go. Nam som 20 baht. สนใจเกี่ยวกับสมุนไพรต้องการศึกษาหาความรู้หรือต้องการยาสมุนไพรเอาไปรักษาโรคภัยต่างๆน้ำส้มครับมีมากมายหลายชนิดครับรักษาโรคกันได้หลายอย่างหรือจะเป็นทางด้านสมุนไพรรักษาตกขาวเราก็มีนะครับพี่น้องสำหรับคุณผู้หญิงตกขาวนะครับคนเราเป็นกันได้หลายชนิดครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นตกขาวซับเหลืองตกขาวซับแดงตกขาวคันขาวติดเชื้อหรือว่าขาวพักขาวพาถ้ามีตกขาวคนเราเลยครับดูตรงไหนมักจะครับคุณมาครับ This is how you do it right here. This is how you do it. You cool off this way. No. I think I'll go stand in the corner somewhere. As big as it looks here, it's not really. Uh-huh. I guess, Steve. I kind of feel like I made the wrong choice tonight. Seriously. I thought, oh, I won't walk down the Mekong on the boardwalk here. That's too blasé. Things are closed up. How come I'll walk down here? It's only a 20-minute walk. So it was an hour, which is not that far, but you know, I don't want to walk back. I want to find a tuk-tuk. Lovely. This is a border. This is right on the border here. This is a border market. I mean, this is what I mean. It's a border market. They're selling underwear for 50 cents or 50 baht. Well, let's go walk down the street a little bit and see what's here. See, I give you guys the opportunity to laugh with me or at me. Oh, shit, I can't get through here. Everything is funny to them when a Farang does it. Look at the funny Farang holding his phone up. Look at the funny Farang walking by, sweating. Yes, that's it. We're gonna go over to the games and the gambling tables and the prostitution house. That's where we're going right now. If I can get over there. Star. Ooh. Star. Donuts. No, thank you. Squid. A little bit of squid. Ooh, man. All right, here's the railroad track. คนไหนธาตุหนักก็กิน2 ห่อครับธาตุเบาก็เพียงห่อเดียวรับรองเห็นผลแน่นอนครับสำหรับทางด้านน้ำมันว่าน108ครับตรงนี้ครับเป็นน้ำมันว่าน108เป็นน้ำมันว่านที่เคี่ยวจากน้ำมันงาผสมกับว่าน108ชนิดเคี่ยวจนได้น้ำมันว่านที่มีสรรพคุณในการรักษาบรรเทาอาการปวดเมื่อยตามแขนตามขาปวดตามเส้นตามเอ็นปวดตามกระเบนเน็ตเจ็บสันหลังมือชาเท้าชาเสียวมือเสียวเท้าเพชรขัดยอกช้ำบวมตาแดงตาแฉะน้ำเกี่ยวเคี้ยวบาดตะปูตำน้ำร้อนลวกไฟไหม้แผลสดแผลเน่าแผลเปื่อยกระดูกหักแขนส้นหรือบางคนเป็นไฟลามทุ่งซึ่งทางการแพทย์เขาเรียกว่างูสวัสดใช้สำลีจุดทาบางๆให้ทั่วครับพี่น้องอาการที่เป็นอยู่ก็จะทุเลาและหายไปในที่สุดน้ำมันว่าน108เหมาะสำหรับซื้อไว้ประจำบ้านประจำเรือนครับเพื่อเอาไว้ในยามต้องการเผื่อลูกเผื่อหลาน
เพื่อเพื่อนบ้านครับที่มีอาการดังกล่าวที่ได้ใช้ชาบรรเทาและรักษาอาการที่เป็นอยู่ให้หายไปเราขายกันเพียงขวดละ30 บาทถ้าซื้อ2 ขวดเราคิดราคาเพียง50 บาทเท่านั้นครับน้ำมันว่าน108เคี่ยวและปลุกเสกด้วยวิทยาคุณชั้นสูงการหุงน้ำมันว่าน108ต้องเลือกวัน
Hey, how about some sushi?
จึงจะได้น้ำมันว่าน108ที่มีสรรพคุณรักษาโรคได้
I'll pass on that.
สนใจน้ำมันว่าน108ต้องการซื้อเอาไปถูทารักษาอาการปวดเมื่อยถูทานวดเป็นประจำอาการปวดเมื่อยตามข้อตามแขนตามขาและอาการชามือชาเท้าจะทุเลาและหายไปในที่สุดครับขวดละ30 บาท2 ขวด50 บาทลองมา
Got tuk-tuks. I need a tuk-tuk.
ครับถ้าหากอาการไม่ดีขึ้นหรือไม่ทุเลาไม่ต้องไปครับขอเชิญครับขอเชิญ
It's too goddamn hot here, man. They got these lights on, and you can feel the heat from them. I'm already hot, you know.
สาวน้อยตกเตียงแม่ไม้สะอื้นสาวน้อยคณินหาและพลังชั้นสามท่านที่นกเขาไม่ยอมขันเวลาเจอผู้ต่อสู้และชูหัวไม่ขึ้น
All right, we'll go through one more time here.
เขามาตาชาม
Might as well.
ถูกเย้ยถูกดูหมิ่นมาตลอดมาทางนี้ครับมาทางนี้มาดูมาชมแล้วก็มาฟังถึงสรรพคุณยาดองสูตรชายชาตรีที่วันนี้ผมนำมาหลายสูตรด้วยกันเช่นม้ากระขึ้นโรงเมื่อท่านนำไปดองและกินเป็นประจำจะทำให้เลือดลมดีมีพลังแข็งแรงสามารถต่อสู้กับงานหนักได้อย่างไม่เหน็ดเหนื่อยครับ
Sawadee krap.
อันนี้พูดเท่าลุกเป็นสูตรยาดอง
Manjak America. What about you?
จนเกือบจะลืมไปแล้วว่า
Manjak Nong Khai. อ๋อทำไมก็พูดภาษาอังกฤษพูดเก่งไหม So you cannot speak in Thailand. How old are you? Yeah, same. Yes. Long time. No, I live in Bangkok. Just come for Pai Tio. I went to Nakhon Phanom and then Bangkok. Now to here. To where? Yeah, but long time ago, maybe 15 years ago. Is it okay? Oh, you go there. You like it. You love it. Oh, really? Oh, wow. So you go there to party. You go there to party and go down the river and get drunk. And get drunk? Never. Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I gotta go. It's hot, very hot here. Thank you. See you.
โรคคันเกี่ยวกับโรคผิวหนังคนไหนที่ว่าเป็นโรคคันนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นหินเป็นราเป็นเลือดเป็นผื่นคันเป็นเชื้อราต่างๆใช้สบู่แรกของเราชุบน้ำวอกถูทาวันละ2 ครั้งแล้วท่านจะปราศจากโรคคันป้องกันโรคผิวหนังได้เป็นอย่างดีครับ
Thanks for enlightening me, Stephen. I'm surprised more people didn't say anything. Believe me, when she takes those braces off and, you know, she cleans up, I'm sure she looks just fine. You guys wouldn't be complaining. Yeah, that's it. She had a nice smile. She was friendly. She was friendly. They're all friendly to me because they think I'm like I'm a father. I'm like old man. I'm a grandfather. I noticed that ever since the white in my beard started showing. That's probably all you do is talk to her. Oh, you fell into that one, buddy. I cannot believe that this is the kind of place where people come to hang out, though. I think they just come here grab some food, and they go home. Because all this is food and places to eat. Wow. It's a lot more booths than I thought. Yeah. Just like she doesn't drink. Uh-huh. You know how that goes. I'm a virgin. Yeah, uh-huh. Sure you are. Why do you have so much experience then? There we go. Demonetized. Fuck. No, they watch lots of porn. They don't have sex, they just watch lots of porn. Oh, that smells good. Hom. Hom hom. Boy, this goes a long way back. I'm surprised. Yeah, this is a border market. It's the same as most border markets, you know, the same stuff. Got some clothes, got some food, got some knickknacks, you know. I'm not really sure what I expected, but I just figured since it's the one night a week that it's here, I figured I'd come down here, you know. $2 for the sandals. Let's see what's down here. Here we go. Steve, there's your Pornhub shirt. This thing just keeps going, man. And going, and going, and going, and going. Hope there's a back exit, because I don't feel like walking all the way back. All right, this is the end. The end. You want the real Thailand? This is the real Thailand. This is the real Nong Khai. Got a bug in my eye. Whew. This is it. 35 baht for a pair of shorts. 50 baht for a pair of shorts. 35 baht for a shirt. It's, you know, it's like $1.20. Well, thank you, I am Indian. I'm glad somebody likes it. Tomorrow, I think I'll be on the border or on the rather the river, and go down the boardwalk. There's a temple. Oh yeah, lots of good deals, but I mean, it's not stuff I'll wear. More of it I can fit into, most of it. Game over. Get married, game over. They do come up with some pretty funny stuff, though. Shit, my game would have been over if I didn't get married. Seriously, probably be dead if I didn't get married. I didn't have kids. I'd be dead already. All right, we gotta find a tuk-tuk to get back. I'm gonna show you my lovely room, and it is quite lovely. If I needed a nice little hotel to stay at for like a couple of months, this place would be pretty good. And it's only about 20 bucks a night, so it's pretty good. Good deal. Oh man. Where is the tuk-tuk? I need the tuk-tuk. Show me the tuk-tuk. They're already starting to put the stuff away. What do? Whew. I need to stand by somebody's tuk-tuk and wait for them. Mask for 20 baht. I picked up 2 of them today. They were 15 baht each. Oh, we're at the little carnival. The little kiddie place. Let's get away from there. All right. All right. สวัสดีครับที่ไหน Oh, they got some nice fried pork over there. Got some shrimp, some crab. I'm not eating any of this stuff tonight. Where is the tuk-tuk? Yeah! Please, somebody, I need the tuk-tuk. Or somebody to carry me home. The dog's in a cage over there. Oh, I see a tuk-tuk. Let's see if this guy's available. At least we'll get a little tuk-tuk ride out of it. I'll get some air. Doesn't look like it. Who knows? We shall see. คุณว่างไหมโอเคแป๊บนึงนะ
มันนี่
เท่าไหร่
จะให้เท่าไหร่ครับ
ไม่ใช่อยู่จะบอกผมราคาเท่าไหร่ราคาก็ดี100โอ้ย150คนไทยก็ให้เท่าไหร่นะ150
70ก็ไม่ได้เนาะ
160ดีกว่า Okay, good. Yeah. That's one thing here. You take a tuk-tuk, they ain't cheap.
บางลาวขับมาไม่ได้มีเจ้าคนไทย
Let's get out of here.
ถ้าเวียงจันทร์มาได้เยอะนะ ถ้าเกิดจากชายแดนได้อีกเยอะ
Well, you see, I had to chip away at them. But I've noticed there's a few things that are a little more expensive here. What was it that I had the other day? It was, pastries are expensive up here. I mean, they're incredibly expensive. Like double the price of other places. And transportation isn't as cheap. And you know what's funny is the lady told me, just get a motorcycle and drive around. And I'm like, I don't want to risk it. You know? I'm not worried for me. I'm worried that it would cause some hardship for my family. You know, we got to fork over 300,000 baht because I get in a motorcycle accident. You know, it would hurt a little bit. Anyway, let's check this out. Amazing Thailand! Amazing! Oh. Sabay di, Kap. ทุกอย่างไม่เป็นไรเออ
มีสาวด้วย
มีแต่เขามาจากสุราษฎร์
สุราษฎร์
สุราษฎร์ธานี
โอ้ไกล
เออ
มีน้องๆเด้อ
มีสองคน
มีประมาณ
ผู้ชายก็ไม่ได้มาด้วยก็มาไม่ได้เขาเรียน
มันจะไปพอดได้เด้อ
no
สาวลาวสาวไทยมี
no ไม่เป็นไร now he's asking me if I want a massage I'm like as much as I do I don't want to tell him that but he was asking me about my like oh do I have a lady yes I got a wife is she from here no there's a massage parlor right there empty one and then it was how many kids do you have it's the usual banter except he's speaking in Isan which I remember a little bit it's coming back to me a little bit but it's been a long time since I've been up here this air feels so good you can't imagine I'm actually drying off hey by the way my t-shirts I have a promotional discount right now it's called China virus you get 10% off all the t-shirts until tomorrow mañana China virus because the virus is from China So I walked all this way. You'll see how far it is. I walked a long way. Minute walk. Stream quality good? All right, thank you. Ball. Oh, ที่นู่นก็มีเบียร์ใช่ไหมI'm not in a mood for a beer though. Unfortunately. My stomach's been doing whirlies for like the last 3 weeks. And it's still doing them, even today. Had to buy a little antibiotic for the stomach today. We're almost there, I think. Take a little trip. Oh. Hello? right there. It's a nice evening. Nice and cool. Like I said, this was supposed to be a 20-minute walk. He doesn't even know what I'm saying. That's so funny. Everything's funny. Yeah, the girl tells me it's 1.5 kilometers, and on the map that I have, it looked to me like it was like 5. It was like 6 or 7 kilometers at least. And she's like, no, it's 1.5 kilometers, and I'm like, are you sure? Oh yeah, sure. I'm like, This is a Nong hospital. Hopefully, I don't need to go there. Oh, right there. Oh, จดที่นี่ก็ได้ครับจดที่นี่ก็ได้
พักตรงนี้
รู้แล้วจะจดที่นี่ก็ได้เพราะว่าผมจะเดินไปเซเว่น
อ๋อที่เดินเดี๋ยวรถดับ
โอเค
กลับที่เดิม
โอเค
แล้วมาที
รู้แล้ว
ให้รอไหมล่ะ
ไม่ต้องรอ
ให้รอเนาะ
ไม่ต้องไรครับ
จะเดินเล่น
ก็เดินได้แต่ผมไม่อยากเดินจากตลาดนะเพราะตลาดก็ไกลมาก
โอ้ไก่ยาว
แล้วผมเดินจากที่นี่ไปที่นู่นแล้วโอ้ยเนื้อจะแตก Yeah, that's me. I don't need to talk to myself to be crazy though. I'm getting too old for this shit, you know that? Thank you, sir. Where's my money? Earn you now. Oh, this guy needs him to carry some packages. Ui, เมียโมโหถ้าจะให้200เมียโมโหแน่นอน
เมียโมโหแน่นอน
ครัวเมียนะ
ขอบคุณมากครับ
โอเคโชคดีครับ Always blame it on my wife. $160 complete rip-off. Oh, I'm gonna stand here for a minute. Complete rip-off. You know, that on a motorcycle would have been maybe no more than 100 baht, but maybe even 60 or 80. You know, but when the tuk-tuks, they do take, it takes more. It's more expensive. It always is. You know. Oh, the gas is expensive. It's so expensive. But I knew it. He was up front with me at least, But of course he did ask me, "Are you going to give me the 200?" And I was like, "No, I'm not giving you the 200. My wife will be mad at me." Yeah, I need the activated charcoal. I got some at home. I don't have any here. I could go get some, but you know what? It was a pain in the ass just finding a pharmacy here, man. I mean, a lot of them were closed because it's Sunday. I mean, what? People don't get sick on Sunday? You know. I didn't get that. How you doing, Fidelity? How's life in the burbs or in the? Uh-oh. That's the beep for the 7-Eleven here. All right, I'm gonna go in here. I know I probably got ass sweat going on, which is always, you know, gentlemanly and uncivilized. Anything else would be uncivilized. Oh shit, I gotta wear a mask in here? I think I have one. Nobody's wearing a fucking mask. Ah! This chick's not wearing a mask. I better put it on. Wait. High quality mask here. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. And they don't have shit to eat here that's healthy. Maybe I'll go walk down to the river. That's what I'll do. It's either that or eat unhealthy. Maybe something's still open. It's only 8 o'clock. Hey, this is what you get when you go to Yeah, I know. You know better, right? You know better. I didn't say it was a fucking special price either, pal. I mean, seriously, get the fuck out of here, really. I don't give a fuck if it's 160 baht or 200 baht or 100 baht. I really don't give a fuck. Considering he was the only fucking guy there, I'll take it. Really, you know what? Fuck out of here. My mom always told me, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. Considering the lady told me that that it was going to cost me 150 to 200 baht, I'm all right. I'm all right with 160. And since you're not fucking paying for it, pal, nor have you ever, you should not even worry about it. Jesus Christ, man. That's why I got no patience for this shit. You know, seriously. Too many dickheads. For all the fucking nice guys out there, it takes one penis to stick his nose where it shouldn't belong. Or to stick his dickhead where it shouldn't belong. Who is that masked man? I don't know. I want to take that fucking thing off though. God damn. Let's go down to the river. Roger Landis. Fun play with me. Yeah, I think I should stick to videos. If that. That way I don't have to interact with fucking dildos and have to ban them all the time. Fucking dickheads. Wow. Yeah, this is the real Thailand. This is the right now. This is the Thailand that nothing's going on. But we're gonna go down to the river, take a little walk on the wild side. Hey, don't forget to click that thumbs up, please. And like I said, t-shirts, mugs, merchandise, 10% off. Just use the code CHINAVIRUS. And you know why? Because the virus came from China. We can thank all this bullshit that's going on in the world to China. We can attribute it to China. Yeah, pretty dark down here, eh? Take you over and see this little, I don't know if this is considered a temple or not. Oh, they closed it up. Wow, it's very cool, this Buddha inside there. Locked up by 8 o'clock. Where are all the soy dogs? I don't know. There were a couple when I first came in, and I thought I was going to have to fend them off, but alas, they minded their own business. You know, I would have a beer if my stomach wasn't so squirrely. And I would only have it because I don't see any coffee shops or anything. There's no restaurants. I don't feel like eating. There's not much open. But this is the real, I mean, you know, this is as real as it gets. Now, I will say that here, I've seen close to a dozen foreigners. And none of them are like wearing a backpack or walking along, just coming from the bus station. They're all sitting, there are little bars up here. They're all sitting in the bars, drinking their beers, you know. Some of them were nice, they said hello, you know. They took their lips off the beer bottle and said, hey, what's up? And I believe there's a couple right up here. I don't remember any of this stuff. This was not here before. This wasn't here 20 years ago. Rim Kong Nong Khai Hotel. Here we go, baby. it's down here. It's a dark alley. Actually, there's a very big restaurant up ahead to the left, but I don't know if it's open. If it's still open. It was open before. I had some sticky rice and some, what was that stuff called? Namtung? There's a bar right here. The Anchor Bar. There's another one here. What's this one called? There's 3 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. Up ahead is the restaurant. AC room, 500 baht. That's the great thing about this place up here, about Isan. You can get a room. It's 350 baht, 450 baht, 500 baht. My room was 650, so it's about $21, and the room is very, very nice. It's very Thai style. Turn back around in a few minutes and show you guys. Whew. Sounds like they're still open to me. Looks like they're carrying all the food home to a party. Let's have a party. Now, up here is Walking Street, but it's only open on Saturday. I think they're closed now. Well, this part, yeah, that part is closed. This place is still probably open. So some of the staff's going home. Looks to me like they're closing down. There's still people eating here. Dang Nam Nuang. That's the name of the restaurant. Dang Nam Nuang. Pieng Ma Kong. I'm not gonna walk down there. We'll turn around right here. Mekong Guest House. Looks pretty nice from the outside. But you know how that goes. Always check your room if you're unsure of it before you fork over the cash. It's Vietnamese food. Dang Nam Nuang. Yeah, it looks like they're having like a big staff party or something. They're all getting ready to go home now. All right, let's go to my pad. All along this boardwalk, they have the different kinds of fish that you can find in the Mekong. This is a crocodile catfish. See, what's this? This is a Bagrichthys obscurus. Looks like a catfish to me. Let's see what this lady is selling up here. If she's selling juice, I might just be in. Whew. Man. She is selling juice. If there's anybody here. Nope. Selling juice, but I don't want any. All right. The mighty Mekong. And across the river is Laos. Oh, what's this one? See this big boy? This is a Bao cochinensis. Cochinensis. Yeah, that's what it is. For sale, restaurant, bar. I see a few foreigners up here, up ahead. This is a giant salmon carp. Well, there's a hell of a lot of current, I'll tell you that right now. Irish restaurant and bar. Well, I'd fit right in there. Except I don't feel like drinking. Maybe I could have a Coke or something. Even though I don't want one. I need something to drink. Let's pass on the Coke. Here's another one. What is this one? Oh God, I don't even want to try to say that. Ambly Faring Garden Chulaborne. Yes, good luck, Jared. Keep the job for sure. It's a must, especially in this day and age. Phew, man. I'll tell you what, I am sweating so much. So freaking humid. It's like 90% humidity. It means like the air is 90% water. But my legs feel good. No problem. Let's go take a little look at the room. It's completely dead, man. I would hate to be a little kid here. I mean, I guess if you don't know any better and your parents they're able to handle you, then it's fine. But if you're some rambunctious kid and you get around the wrong people here, I wouldn't want to be parents here because kids probably go nuts, man. You know, I notice there's a lot of, in the country, there's a lot of younger girls that are knocked up or that have babies. I mean, I saw a couple today. They couldn't have been more than 18 and they had like 2 or 3 year olds, So, if you keep that in mind, it kind of puts it in perspective. There's your soy dogs. So this is the police. This is one part of the police station. I saw the other one is, the other main building is huge, but this one isn't, it's, it's fair size. I'm wondering what their main, what the main thing that they have a problem with, what the main crime is. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Hey, we're bored. Well, let's have sex. Oh, I love you, baby. I'll get you out of here. Okay. Let's have sex. Okay. Whatever you say. I believe you. I love this walkway, though. If I was a bike rider, I'd be riding this bike. Family planning is not something I think a whole lot of. They don't think a whole lot of it. Yeah, I like this. Oh. Is this place kicking or what? Good evening. It's a restaurant. I've only eaten once in the last 2 days. I had some sticky rice, some it's a fried rice with well, it's a fried batter with rice inside of it, which wasn't very good, to be honest. And then some fried pork, and that was pretty good. That's all I've had in 2 days, and because my stomach is just, it's doing the whirlies, man. It's not good. I'm gonna get a Coke over here. All they have is shit, man. The hip is not very good. I gotta get a couple drinks. Get an iced tea or something. There's a nice older lady working here and a nice young lady working here. Who can it be now? Oh, it's the old man. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can I get something to drink here?
Yeah, sure.
What is this? Get a couple peach iced teas. 2 peach iced teas.
Which room you in?
I think it's G.
And then you can pay when you get.
Okay. Thank you. You've been here a long time, eh? Your wife told me like 31 years.
That's right.
I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here almost 26 now.
Okay.
A long time. But you've been up here all the time?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I came travelling in 1989.
Uh-huh.
What's your name?
Scott?
I'm Julian.
Julian, all right, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I came travelling in 1989.
Uh-huh.
And Carl and I met must have been when we got married in 1993.
Uh,
And we brought into this business then.
uh,
And we've run,
for a long time now.
we've done it here.
I came here like 20. It was before I got married, so more than 20 years ago. Yeah, like 21 years ago, maybe 22 years ago, something like that. Because I was living in Udon Thani. Maybe it was like 23 years ago, but I was living in Udon Thani, and you know I was doing a border run then, and so I'd come to Nong Khai and then I'd go across the border to Vientiane, and I remember staying here because I know you still have those rooms over here.
We did.
You do, yeah. So I remember I got a choice about one of these rooms and somewhere else, like another place, another little room or whatever. And I said, okay, I'll take the other one. I didn't take one of those. It was all like, there's a lot of backpackers here then.
Yes, it used to be mostly backpackers, but not anymore.
Yeah. I can tell you've done a lot with the place. I mean, I don't remember it all that well, but I do remember that it looks like you've upgraded quite a bit from back then.
Well, little by little, you know, when things have come up for replacement, we replace them in a better way. You know, we're older, we've got more ideas, and we have that then.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, the other thing is that the availability of materials is so much better. I mean, you can get.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
You can get some, you know, back in the day, we were very limited by the range of materials available.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get these nice terracotta tiles then.
Yeah.
I mean, this kitchen has been recently replaced because we had a fire last year.
Oh yeah, she was telling me about that.
And I mean, the whole methodology that we used to rebuild it with, they didn't, you know, I mean, it all looks very sort of traditional and stuff, but actually the building's mostly concrete and steel, and it's done in a particular way that wouldn't be possible in those years.
Yeah.
So we made use of sort of modern things, but still quite great.
And the boardwalk wasn't there back then either, right? your wife was saying that was a bit of a hassle or something like that because they were building, I guess. But I didn't remember seeing
There
that.
was
So
a time in my life, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Avatar, but I felt like a blue-faced cat person. I mean, there was I. There was one lovely day. Oh my God! The guest house was full, and people were coming to the garden to sit and have their breakfast.
right,
And I mean, it's not his fault. He just doesn't understand. But a guy came up with one of those JCB backhoe things. Enormous. I think it was a Volvo one. I mean, the thing was. The thing shouldn't have been there. I mean, it should have been down uranium mine or something. I mean, it was vast.
yeah,
And anyway, he backs it up under this tree over here, and then he gets the bucket down and he tilts it on one side, and he's got the track going round and round and round, and he's pumping black smoke all over my garden, right over my guests. And I go up and I'm not coming to know, so what are you doing? I've got a stone in the track. Yeah, but what about my customers? I don't know, I've got a stone in the track. I said, yeah, I know, but they're trying to have their breakfast. I'm sorry, mate, I've got a stone in my track. I was like,
after a while, you just kind of go. I mean, you can get pissed, but it doesn't really do any. If you get pissed, then it makes it worse.
okay. Well, he moved eventually, but yeah, it was disruption for quite a while. But we're building these arches along the riverbank, which we got
Oh yeah.
special permission from the authorities to do.
Mm.
We didn't replace the big hut there until.
I remember that hut.
Yeah, well, it burned down, so we're going to replace it after the rainy season, and then we'll more or less back to normal.
But the place where I'm staying now, was that there before? Or like 20 years ago?
No, we built that in 2010, I suppose.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Very, very nice.
that was quite an operation. Most of it's okay. My main worry is the big wooden house in the middle, which is quite forlorn, and it's one of those awkward things. I could spend money tarting it up, but in a way, the best thing to do would be to get rid of it completely and build like a Lemuria, more people all the people apply. But that, in the current environment, it's a one hotels. Rooms are £10 these days.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth
Especially
is,
now.
our room rates have not gone up for years, but our expenses have gone up.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember how much I paid when I came here, but it wasn't more than a couple hundred baht. I mean, it was like 300 baht or something like that. And if I remember correctly, maybe it was like 500, but if I remember correctly, it was like I had the choice between that room over there and somewhere else, and I was like, nah, I don't want that one because it doesn't have air conditioning, and so I took an air conditioned room, and I was like, I got the best place I got the best room in this place, and I thought, well, it's a deal, it's a good value,
The trouble is that, as I say, because room rates are not going up, we get boxed in, we can't.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, it's things like this COVID thing, whatever. And to be honest, we're not even breaking even.
Yeah.
We've got to keep going.
Yeah, I think eventually things will get better, but Thailand is, they've made it difficult for foreigners to come back in, and I understand why, but then again, at some point, when do you just say, okay, the economy's suffering too much, people are gonna, there's gonna be a lot of people who.
There's a difficult calculation for the government, because the country is pretty much open except for borders.
Yeah, that's what I
and
mean.
they've got a very low rate of virus here. And if they had a major outbreak, that could be worth much more than all the money they're losing on tourism.
Yeah.
It's a hard bit to
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a no, it's a lose-lose. No matter how you look at it, it's
I mean, you know, it's one thing to sort of speak out of turn that, you know, the United States has made a mess of us.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't been there. It's been about 4 years now since I've been back,
Yeah, I mean,
but I haven't lived there in.
Britain's not been very good.
No,
The Germans got it right.
yeah. But the thing is that they're all. I mean, like the United States, because they're huge and it's not under one authority. You got 50 different states that are acting like 50 different countries. They're doing what they want, and people are getting angry, and then they're fighting, and then they're bringing up race now, and it's all these different things. I'm glad I'm not there. That's all. I mean, because like I'm an American, of course. I'm still very proud to be an American and all that. But like now, I'm like, man, I don't want to go back. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm happy here. I've been here a long time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I belong here, somewhat. I got a wife and 2 kids also, and, so. It's like you were saying, it's very difficult to figure out what's right and what's wrong.
I suppose we're luckier than some in that we still do have a trade. I mean, there are people coming in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I suppose that's good. I mean, most of our customers come.
Oh, really? But that's good, though, that you have, this is not just because before, I don't know how many Thais were coming in before a long time ago.
No, the Thai market has grown and grown, and the foreign market has shrunk and shrunk.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, we've got to the stage where often the most expensive rooms go to the Thais rather than...
Really?
Yeah. Before they've got their money.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you too. Let me get another one of these, all right? Because I think I'm gonna need it.
Don't get drunk now.
No, but I tell you what, I'm dehydrated, and right now I want something sweet. All right, good night, huh?
All the best.
Thank
Is that
you.
one finished?
Yeah, this one's it's gone. Good night.
Good night.
Let me see here. I always like talking to guys who have been here longer than me. Kind of get their perspective on things. Yeah, you got to check this room out. It's pretty nice. I don't know how much light is out in front of my room, but actually he's been here, I think, 31 years. In November, it'd be my 26th year. So, he's from the UK. All right, there is light. Hang on a second. This is it, boys and girls. It's not a huge room, but it is nice. And I like how these doors swing open. You know? And swing this shut. Oops. This one comes first. You can lock it up down here, which I'm not gonna do. lock it up there. And then got a great air conditioner. Got a safe built into the wall. Let's see if the air conditioner goes on. Shit, what happened? Oh, need to put the key in the, duh. There we go. All right, now, I especially like the toilet. Very nice. Only thing that I don't like, the one thing, is I'm a righty. And you see where the bum gun is? It's on the left side. But there's some nice touches in here. The little wall things and, you know, the hot water doodad. And then you got a little thing here, sink, stones. Should close this toilet. Although nothing's in there, just close it to close it. So a nice room, you know, pretty nice room. What did I do? I didn't turn it on? Son of a bitch. There we go. And it gets really cold. You know, these air conditioners, the thing with them is they either get too cold or they don't get cold enough. This one gets too cold. My German sex dungeon. You know, Sasha, only you would think of that. That is a mosquito net. And this is not a torture rack. It's a coat hanger, a coat rack. But I like, you know, I mean, this is, I would say that this is the kind of furniture that, you know, I mean, I have a few pieces in my own room that are like this, but actually the dressers that I have are a little bigger and I like them a little bit more than these, but I like these. They're all right. And they're not all that expensive. You know, I mean, you can buy these 100, 150 bucks US, something like that. Not that bad. So I'm going to have, and you do have a refrigerator. You got a hot kettle here. And let's see, I'll put these in here. Put one in there. I'll go sit outside if I can. Let's see here. At least for a minute, we'll sit here. Oops. There we go. Yeah. That feels good. Only thing is I don't have it high enough. We'll have to move inside anyway. And something good is they've got some video cameras, which is good. They're all over the place. And there's Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go back in. It's just too damn hot. So they do have that. Good night.
Good night, sleep well.
All right, you too.
I'm just turning the lights out.
Okay.
I'll leave you to do your
Nah,
own
that's
work.
all right. You can turn it off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
all right. I'm not gonna go back out. nice guy. All right, how am I gonna do this? Oh shit, you know what? I gotta take this off anyway because if I don't, the battery will go dead. But this is the room, and it was, how much? 650 baht. It's supposed to be 1150, and then it was 750, and then I was like, I'll take it if you give it to me for 600. She said 700. And I said, no, I can't do 700. I'm gonna have to pass. All right, 650. But there's only maybe 2 other people here, and that's it. And this is a pretty popular place, you know. All right, let's see if I can get this done here. Set it up and plug this bad boy in. Let me see here. I would call the bed firm. I wouldn't call it like a rock, but it is firm. What am I looking for? Anyway, let me turn this off here. Get this out of here. Not a bad place, eh? You know, that's the thing. If you want to come up to Isan, and there's other places in Thailand like this, you just have to look around a little bit. You can easily find a place for 350, 450, 500 baht. You want to play a little bit more, pretty easy to do that too, you know. Just a matter of, you know, what are you going to do once you get there? Which with Nong Khai, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here yet, to be honest. I don't know if I want to go to this Wat Selakemku, maybe. And I don't know, you know, am I going to go on to somewhere else? I don't know. That's the thing. Fly by the seat of the pants. He sounds like Hannibal Lecter. I don't think he sounds like him. Well, maybe his... What's the word that I'm looking for? You know, the tones that he uses and inflections of his voice, perhaps. But, you know, his wife speaks very, very good English, but she speaks it with a British accent. And I said, have you lived there? And she said, no, just been there, visited there, and that's it. But just from being with my husband, I'm like, wow. And you know what's funny is he's been with her for 30 years. So it's kind of like my wife, you know. He probably knows her and she knows him, like, you know, very, very well. And Thai women, one thing about Thai women is, you know, they tend to know your body, and I don't mean sexually. I mean, like, just, you know, they know that you have a hair that grows out in a certain place, and you know, that kind of thing, you know, or you like to be scratched in a certain spot. They don't forget that stuff. They're pretty good at remembering this kind of stuff. All right. Bottoms up. Let's hope my stomach, my little stomach virus is not so bad tomorrow. It's been really bad lately. Oh, shit. Hang on. We have a few minutes. Remember that night in bed when you did a Dutch oven? Me? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Not me. It wasn't me. But you know how that's how they know you. You know, they know, like, you remember you did this? Remember you did that to me? And you're like, no, I don't remember. On August 14th, 1981, you did this to me. And I was like, how do you remember all these things? And, you know, of course, then it's like, you fucking old man. You're losing your mind, you old man. Whew. Yeah, they have photographic memories. And you know that, especially if you're in the bar scene, if you're like partying in bars and stuff like that, and a couple of girls start to know you, and they remember you, the next thing you know, you'll go into a bar and they'll go, oh, so today you went to the titty bar, huh? What? How did you know I went there? Oh, my friend tell me. And then you're like, okay. And then you go to another bar. You just go and you see, you go see Kunjani, your friend Kunjani. And then Kunjani have girlfriend. And his girlfriend have friend. And you like her so much. And, you know, that's how they are. Ugh. See, that's the thing, man. That's why I buy black underwear. All my underwear is black. And I don't have skid marks. Honestly, I don't have them. Rarely do I ever see anything, you know, in my underwear at all. Maybe a little ass sweat, you know, the salt, but that's about it. Oh, well, yeah, on the mountain. Fuckers will never let me forget that. I told my wife, my wife, I'm like, yeah, I was on this mountain, you should have seen me. You feel better? Yeah, Yeah, well, I was on this mountain and I was like scared of falling off. It's like, to her, it's no big deal. When are you coming home? Not sure. Yeah, well, let me tell you something, Stephen. That bum gun. Yeah, that bum gun can get you in trouble. Carrying the gimbal, because I had the gimbal, it basically meant one hand had something in it. Yes, sir. Of course. I was here 3 years ago. And I remembered it, but I didn't remember the name of it. And so once I was looking on the map, I have a map. It's 2 pages, the map. I went into the market. What is it? Sadet Market. I went there today, and it's far bigger than it was before. And the whole configuration, I kind of remember vaguely in my head, but I didn't remember the shops. Or I remember at the very end. Now it's elongated, but there was an end of the market, and I remember this shop in the very end, and that shop was still there. I don't know if it's the same owner, but it was the same kind of shop. And then, so I went in and had some food, which, honestly, it wasn't fantastic. It was okay. A little overpriced. And then I went and had a coffee, which was very good. What was it called? Sasa Cafe. And they were telling me about how the guy opened. Listen to this. You talk about hard going. This guy opened his coffee shop up. I mean, it's this young guy. Probably 25, 26. His girlfriend, 25. I know because I asked her. good looking girl. You know, I mean, like you can tell, like, you know, she's got her shit together. She's the organizer. I could just tell. Like as soon as I walked in, I could tell. And then I started talking to them, and they both spoke a little bit of English. And he told me that he opened up his shop about 6 months ago, 7 months ago. And he said, man, business was great. And then COVID hit. And he said, now business is terrible. And I said, have you seen many foreigners? He goes, almost never do I see a foreigner. So, you know, and you know, you heard the guy here. He said, we're not even breaking even. He goes, we're lucky if we break even. He goes, we're not. So, you know, that tells you. And you know, to be honest, I'm in Bangkok most of the time, and I have my set routine. You know, I get some food from across the street for breakfast, or I sit at home and have breakfast, have a coffee, then I go to Starbucks, or I go to the mall to go shopping, or I go run an errand or whatever. And then I stop on the way home and get a coffee and maybe pick up some milk or some bread if we need it. Then I go home. You know, I got all these little things that I do. You know, still do the honesty book for the room. The honesty book, they did the book with he just wrote down the drinks that I got, and I didn't give him any money. But this morning I had something to drink, and I just paid for it. I'd rather just pay for it, because then I don't have to think about it later. Oh shit, I forgot about that, you know. But it doesn't matter. I'll pay it in the morning, but they still do the same thing. You can just walk right in there, write it down, you know, which is pretty cool. But if you go down to Koh Kong in the south, that's exactly how a lot of the guest house do it. I highly recommend the Cashew Guest House in Koh Kong, or what is it? Is it Koh Kong? Not Koh Kong. Koh Chang in the south. Yeah, great little resort. Little bungalows, they were 500 baht. They're probably more than that now, but good deal. They make a whole bunch of food up. You say, how much is this? Boom, you write it down, go to your room, keep a little mental note of how much you're spending, and then, you know, the end. And in that place, I stayed there for a week. And with the bus ride down there, the boat across, the boat back, the bus ride back, cost me 5,000 baht. I think that's what it was. No, couldn't have cost me 5,000 baht. I was there 5 days. That's what it was. And it cost me 5,000 baht. I was like, damn, I got to do this more often. And I still have never gone back. It's a cool place. You know, it's a cool place to relax and hang out and do nothing. Which, you know, I like this room. I could see sitting here and chilling and doing whatever I want to do here for a couple of weeks. Yeah, nice room. They fixed it up. You can tell they fixed it up nice, but they were probably very smart about how they purchased the items that are in the room, because they look nice, but you can tell that they're not like overly expensive. It's not extravagant. He didn't go crazy spending the money, but he bought quality stuff. It's a mishmash of stuff, and it's pretty good. Anyway. I don't think I'd want to be involved in this kind of a business, though. Much of a pain in the ass. So I got to think about tomorrow. What am I going to do? Do I go to Wat Salakeoku? Or do I go down on the boardwalk and go have a nice breakfast and walk down? There's a temple all the way at the end. Walk through the market. Oh, come on, man. I've done my research. It's just a matter of if I really want to. Do I want to go into Tuk Tuk and sit there and go to this place? And I've already been there, you know. Or do I want to chill out, you know? Yeah. Do I look like the kind of guy who wants to serve people? I'm not that kind of a guy. Oh, may I help you, sir? Please allow me to rub your feet for you. Would you like another drink, sir? Oh, that son of a bitch, he just tipped me 14 cents. You know, I'd be irritated. I'd get irritated too quickly. I don't have the patience to be in service. I barely have enough patience to stay alive. This room is nicer. I think this is the nicest room out of all the rooms where I've been. You can't imagine me? I mean, listen, you motherfucker, you told me you want this. Now, this is what you're getting. If you don't want it, you're paying for it, or I'm going to stick it up your ass. I don't think that would go over very well. You know, there was a time about, I don't know how many years ago, before I met my wife, maybe 22 years ago, I told my mother, I said, you know, what do you think about me coming back to the United States? Yeah, Araiwa restaurant. I'm sure that would go over real well with the Thais. And I told my mother, I said, you know, I wonder what would it be like if I went back to the United States and started and, you know, found a job and, you know, did all that kind of stuff. And my mother said to me, what are you going to do? She's like, really? What are you going to do? You're going to go work at Home Pro and have some, you know, 24-year-old kid telling you what to do, ordering you around, you know, take your break at this time, take your break at that time. She's like, do you really trust yourself not to tell somebody to fuck off? That, you know, you're a fucking moron. What are you telling me that? Why do I have to do that, you fucking idiot? I just did it 3 times already. You know, some of that kind of stuff might happen. My mother knows me, you know. Now she doesn't even talk to me about the streams or the chat or the videos or anything like that. She'll talk about a video with me if she likes it and if I'm not, like, swearing. Or especially if it's about food, she'll talk to me about it. But if it's something else, she don't talk to me about it. She didn't talk to me about my cursing. Or she did tell me, though, please be careful about what you say about blacks and about the other genders. I was like, what? And then I told her, you know, I said, you mean like, which I'm not going to say on YouTube. And she said, yeah, exactly. Don't say that. I said, you have my word. I won't say that. This is the world we live in now. You can't say anything without worrying about if you're going to get in trouble. You might get arrested. You might get thrown in jail because you said the wrong thing about... Can you believe... Oh, man. My nose is doing Watusi right now. Can you believe those 2 people in America that pulled their guns out on the Black Lives Matter people going through their property, and they came out with their guns and said, get off our property? The cops came to their house and took out one of their rifles. I don't know exactly why, but took one of their rifles from their house. And so now you got all the gun advocates going crazy about that. You know, oh, yeah, but defund the police. Yeah, okay, idiot. And did you see that some 2 people got stabbed on a train? I saw that, and I was like, what the Apparently no police were around. Oh, believe me, I cannot say bad words. It's possible. Every minute that I don't say a bad word, I get $1. Believe me. Not a foul word shall you hear. Yeah, they don't think about that. They don't want to talk about that. When you got somebody that is just minding their own business, and they, you know, some other guy comes in and stabs them, nobody wants to talk about that. Wait a minute, what about the police? You don't understand. We need to defund the police. No, 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 no. What about the police? In a situation like this, if that was your mother, wouldn't you want the police to come and try to help her? Defund the police. No, that's not what I said. You know, they just don't want to hear it, you know. And I don't care. I don't give a shit. If you don't like me about it, I don't care. Because guess what? I probably wouldn't like you. You know, if you're that stupid that you think you need to take all the police away, okay, great. Freaking idiots. Then it's going to be the person with the biggest gun and the most fortified house wins. And the biggest army. You know, their own private army. You know, it's like in South Africa. People, they don't call on the police. They have private security. That's what it's going to be like now. And then what's going to happen? All the poor people, they're going to be crying because they don't have any police to protect them. So if there's any liberals out there that are dirt poor, you know they're, and a lot of them are, they're going to be crying about it. I'm suing the police because they didn't help me. Wait a minute, you voted to defund the police. I'm confused, really. I'm a confused individual now. The world has confused me to the point where, really, honestly, the world has confused me so much now that I don't want to be a part of it, really. I don't give a shit, you know. I have a few friends. I have my family. Other than that, I don't need anybody else. I don't want to be a part of the world. And you know, it was funny. I was talking to somebody today, and we were talking about how living on the outside of society's norms. And he's like, I'm looking to get even farther away from where I am now. You know. And I'm like, you and me both, buddy. Yeah, I know their gate was torn down. So their gate was torn down. The people trespassed onto their property, made threats to them. They come out and say, if you come towards my house, if you come at me, we're going to shoot you. Get off of our property. And this, what was she? The prosecutor, the DA. She wants to prosecute them. Where's the logic in this? I mean, it's just like, it's backwards, man. Well, it doesn't matter. You know, they didn't belong there. That's the bottom line. They didn't belong there. I'm getting another drink. I'm that thirsty. I'm that parched. Oh. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I would have shot him. I probably would have sprayed some bullets above their head, and I'd probably be in jail, and then hopefully somebody would fight to get me out of jail, but I doubt it. They'd be like, that little white boy's got white privilege. He's got to stay in jail. I know they threatened him. See, to me, if you make a threat, then whenever I see you again, and this has happened to me, obviously, a few times. Somebody makes a threat, they better not show their face around me because I consider that a threat. You know, they're both lawyers. The husband and the wife are lawyers. A threat, you need to take it seriously. And you know what's so funny? You know, I talked about probably a year and a half ago, the guy who, he's some crazy dude. He hasn't been around our house in a while because I guess he's living out in the country because of COVID. But he's the guy who, he's like a handyman in the village. And he used to be a real nice guy, very intelligent, but he got on the yaba, and it screwed him up. And then his parents died. His parents had money. They died. They left him some money. He blew it all on the yaba. So he moved in with his brother, and his brother said, you got to stop the yaba. But he still does the yaba every once in a while, and he gets a little crazy. And then one day he was going crazy, and I was in a foul mood for some reason. And he was yelling and screaming outside in front of my house. So I had to go talk to the landlord. I thought, I'm going to go out here and see what this guy's saying, you know. So I go out. and I see him, and he's got these 2 sticks. I told this story before, but he's got these 2 sticks, and he's yelling and screaming, and are you okay? Are you okay? Fuck your mother. He's saying all these things. And I got pissed. Finally, I got pissed. I was trying to be very nice to him. Please leave, go home, just get out of here. Come on, my friend. Finally, he reared back to hit me, and I hit him. And, that was it. The fight was over. I hit him a couple times. I broke my hand again on his head. Because I hit him on top of the head, like up here. He had a hard head. And, but anyway, that's not the point. The point was that later on, my kid was standing out. No, this is in Thailand. So, but I spanked him good. I hit him about 10 times. And he was out. But the thing is so, I thought, okay, that's the end of this. And, of course, my wife was like, you don't know, he could come back. That guy's crazy. And, And then the lady across the street was like, oh, he's harmless. He won't hurt you. I go, did you see that he pulled back? He was going to hit me with those sticks. I'm like, did you see that? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know. So then my kid is standing out in front of the same lady's quitio shop across from her house. He's standing out there, and I pull up in a taxi, and he's shaking. This is a couple years ago. This is right after, like a month after I beat this guy up. This is like a year and a half ago. And he's kind of shaking. He's all upset. And I go, what's the matter with you? He goes, that guy you hit. I go, what? And he said, he asked me if I'd ever been raped. And so, of course, that set me off. And the guy was down the street, and so I ran after him. And I got in his face, and I said, if you ever look at my kids again, you ever look at me again, I'm going to kill you. And I would have, because that's not the right thing to say. Now, the point of this, when my wife found out, when the lady across the street found out, now, none of them were like, oh, you hit him, that was bad, we should have, somebody could have come and beat you up. None of that stuff. They were concerned because he's got a mental issue, because he's used too much drugs. So you shouldn't hurt him. And I'm like, wait a minute. And it's the same thing with the fucking loons in America and wherever else. It's like, wait a minute. So if he hits me over the head with a stick because he's fucking crazy and he slices my head open, I'm not supposed to have hit him first to protect myself. If he goes and grabs my kid and tries to do something with my kid, then we're supposed to forgive him because he's crazy. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, who thinks like that? A Thai thinks like that. Yeah, it's like, I don't give a shit if you're high or drunk. And, it's the same thing goes with these people. With a guy that got dragged out from Seattle and he's crying. He's the leader of the whole movement there. He's crying like a little baby. Oh, what's funny is that after I yelled, he was like going like this and whining me. And then after that, every time he walked by, he just looked the other way. He wouldn't even look at me because I was like, because every time I saw him, my blood started boiling because I remember what he said to my kid. That's not cool, That's the kind of thing that, like, if somebody said something like that to you in jail, you would stab him, because you'd figure you're being threatened. So anyway, the whole point of it is left versus right, crazies versus what's acceptable. Police brutality, okay, obviously, if it's unwarranted and undeserved, then obviously it's wrong. Very, very logical. It's not difficult to think about it and come up with the answer for it. You break the law, and you continue to fight with the police, and if they smack you around a little bit, maybe that's because you were fighting back and you shouldn't have fought back. So, I got away from it for a couple of days up until about yesterday. And then, once I was leaving, I was sitting there thinking about it and, started to look at the news again. And then I started seeing this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? When's this shit gonna end? And I'm talking to my buddy today, and he's telling me about how he wants to get farther away from society and how fucked up it is, and how fucked up it is you can't go anywhere. You can't go outside of the country. It's a pain in the ass to go out. It's a pain in the ass to get in. You can't win, We're ants in the colony. That's how it works. There might be. Hang on one second. What is this? There's going to be another. Yes, you can't tell a Chris Hunt that they are a Chris Hunt. A Chris Hunt? You mean a Mark Hunt? That's one dude you don't mess with. Don't mess with Mark Hunt. I think the joke is Mike Hunt. His name is Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. I wonder what's become of Mark Hunt. Anybody know? Has he fought recently? Oh, man, you don't want to get hit by that dude. But I'll tell you what, you get hit by him and he puts you to sleep, at least you're going to go to sleep right away. Yeah, I think he's retired, but I'm just wondering what's he doing. Is he running a gym? Has he made enough money? I always admire the guys who make enough money that they can retire and they just are like living off of treasury bonds or whatever it is. That's right, he's suing the UFC. The UFC, listen, they are a bunch of dogs, man. They pay their guys like shit compared to boxing. Seriously. I might have to watch some of those fights. Yeah, he's ruthless. You know why he's ruthless? I'll tell you why. Because he was involved in boxing. And boxing teaches you a lot, And I wasn't involved in it all that long. I mean, 7, 8 years, and plus, with writing about it and stuff. But, so maybe 15 years. But I saw enough to know that, and in fact, some chick asked me the other day, what do you do there now, or something like, what are you doing in Bangkok or something like that? And I said, well, I do this, and now, before I used to do this, and I used to do that. And I think we were talking about boxing or something, so I got into it. And I said, I felt good to get out of boxing. It was actually a good thing. I thought I would miss it so much. But, think about this. How many fighters do you know that are extremely well off? Guys who, they weren't Floyd Mayweather rich, because most guys are not that rich. Think about Jeff Fennick. Jeff Fennick, Ricardo Lopez was a guy who, that guy's a hard-working guy. I mean, there's all kinds of guys like that Pac-Man's done well so far. So far. If you know his lifestyle, it's hit or miss if he's going to have money when he gets older. Yeah. I know all about Jeff Fennick. I know some people that know him pretty well, and I don't. Everything is not always as it seems. So, there are times when I'd be with a guy and he was a boxer, and the guy would get pissed off about something, and I'd be like, you know what? He's got every fucking right to be pissed off, Oh, you met him in the PI? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple guys that I know from Oz. What's his name? Angelo Hyder. Oh, you mean you're talking about Pac-Man? Well, if he becomes president, then I would say he's probably not going to have to worry about money. But apparently, he pisses through money like like nothing. You know, Johnny Lewis, that whole team, Costa Zoo. All these guys. Went to visit his neighbor with an axe. Well, that's how you do it, man. It's crazy. Shit. We had a guy come to a gym once. I'm not going to say his name, but he came to the gym. Big guy, a big, strong guy. Wasn't a great fighter at all. But a big, strong guy. Bigger than any of the guys that we had in the gym. But he wanted to spar with our guys and everything. And I was working as like an assistant trainer there and everything. And I was, I was like, listen, I think you shouldn't spar yet or something. I forget what I told him, but he was insistent. And so he brought this guy in with him. He was a friend, and he was this amateur guy that he was, talking about. Oh, he's so great. He's this, he's that. And these Thai guys toyed with him. They played with him, and they were almost laughing at him. I mean, he was a decent little fighter, but they were just, it was like night and day. They had been training since they were little kids. This guy had been probably training for like 5 years, and they toyed with him. And so then the big guy got pissed off and started talking shit. He started talking shit to me. He started talking shit to somebody else. So one of the fighters just walked up and just cracked him with a left hook. He was a big guy, this guy. Hit him with a left hook, dropped him down to his knee, and the guy just kind of sat there for a second and shook it off. And the Thai guy didn't keep hitting him. And the guy got up and said, okay, so I know how you're going to be in this gym. And we're like, listen, you're the one who wanted to spar. You got your ass beat. They toyed with you, and you can't accept it. So if that's how you want to be about it, then get the fuck out of here. And so he left. He never came back. That kind of shit happens all the time, And I'm not surprised that Costa Zoo got beat by Ricky Hatton, Everybody has their day, Sometimes a fighter's not 100% there, and it just doesn't happen, and then the other guy is there. Look at Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas probably couldn't beat Mike Tyson. He might beat him 2 times out of 100. But that night was one of those 2 times when he beat him. I mean, look at when he fought Holyfield afterwards. He got smashed. I got to tell you about the Pac-Man. Now, I met, Pacquiao. I can't say I know him like, oh, I'm friends with him. But I know Waki Salud. And, I hung out with him a couple times, had food with him and stuff with a group of guys. And, Pacquiao fought Marquez a couple times. And Marquez was at a press conference after Pacquiao fought Oscar Larios. And I think Larios was a little bit over the hill, but, he was still a very good fighter. And Pacquiao, beat him up. And so after the fight, they were all there, and Juan Manuel Marquez went to the fight. Now, he was at a fight. He fought Chris John, who another Australian managed him, Craig Christian. And so they were in Borneo, and I was hanging out with, with Craig Christian and Chris John and all them. But I also would have breakfast with Juan Manuel Marquez, Jaime Balboa, Nacho Beristain, all these guys that were in his team. There's a Japanese guy. And so I got to hang out with him and stuff. So then when he came for the press conference the one time, I asked him, I said, dude, Don't you think that because you're a counterpuncher, that maybe that's why you lose decisions? That's why you're losing, because you're a little bit too much of a counterpuncher. Maybe you need to, puncher, you need to go after the guy. No, 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 no. So then he fought Pacquiao again, and he wasn't being a counterpuncher quite as much, and he was trying to land his right hand, and I was like, this fucking guy, he's going to hit him with that right hand. He's coming really, really close with the right hand. He's going to catch him with it, And, like, I don't remember what round it was. He caught him with the right hand and fucking flattened him for, like, 10 or 15 minutes. And you know what? I don't want to see somebody get knocked out usually. I'm not, like, angry at a fighter and say, oh, I want them to get knocked out. But, the Filipino fans can be a little obnoxious sometimes because they're so fanatical about Pacquiao. And, I was like, they need to be put down a notch, taken down a notch. Because Marquez is a very deserving, very credible, very, very talented, skilled fighter. And, I don't think he got the credit in his career that he really deserved. But I liked them both, but I liked Marquez. And when he hit him with that right hand and it was over, I was like, you know what? Now he can rest. His career is finished. He can go, And he wanted a fourth fight with Pacquiao, but they wouldn't give it to him. They couldn't come to an agreement. It wasn't that he wouldn't give it to him, but they couldn't come to an agreement, for whatever reason. And then Marquez hasn't fought in so long now that he's not going to fight again. So, but I always liked Marquez. I liked him as a fighter. Liked him he was a funny guy, And he was fucking serious when it came to boxing. He was deathly serious about boxing, Anyway, those were the days. Lester Ellis. There were a lot of guys, man, that I really liked, and I thought they would be something, and then they just fizzle out, And, one thing that people forget, and fighters forget it, and I've said it to my kids already, not about fighting, obviously, but I've said it to my kids. Hey, time flies. 1 minute, you're young, and you're strong, and you're healthy, and you're invincible, and you can do anything you want, and then time goes by, and then before you know it, you've lost a step. And then a little while, later, maybe you got more responsibilities. You got an old lady. That, like, is a pain in the ass, and so she gets your mind off of, you can't concentrate on training. And then before you know it, you're not the same person when you get in the ring and you get beat. I watch UFC now every once in a while, and that's about it. I rarely watch boxing anymore. I watched Pacquiao fight McGregor. I watched this. All right, Johnny, you take it easy. I watched this Filipino kid. What was his name? Jonriel Casamero. He was a champion for a while. My buddy trained him, this Filipino guy, June. And he came to Thailand to fight the champion, who was Thai. And it was a shitty fight. It was an indoor arena, and it was a shitty fight. And I was like, wow, it's right down the street from my house. I hadn't been to a fight in like 3 years. I'm like, I'm going to go to this fight. So I saw my buddies, and I'm like, all right, cool, get to go to the fight and everything. And it was a terrible fight. They were grabbing each other and holding on to each other. It was just a terrible fight. And then the Thai went back to the Philippines, and the Filipino beat him, won the championship, and was champion for a little while. And I think he lost the title, and I don't even know if he's still fighting, but, that's what happens to the guys, It's think about it. It's very hard to stay focused and directed in one direction. It's your only mission in life is to be the world champion, is to be the best fighter. Your only thing you have to do is eat, sleep, and train boxing. or UFC or whatever. That's so hard, man. It's not becoming champion, it's staying champion, you know? Know why I had the urge to speak about boxing today, but obviously it's on my mind. Before you know it, you're fucking old. You know? You're a boxer and you're fighting, and then anybody ever see the fight? Does anybody remember Alexis Arguello? Does anybody remember him, the Nicaraguan guy? He ended up committing suicide later in his life. And he fought Aaron Pryor, and he fought all these guys. Does anybody remember who that is? Yeah. You know, he fought a guy named Billy Costello a long time ago from New York. You know, straight up New Yorker. You know, hard guy. They fought, and I'll never forget, the announcer was going, yeah, Arguello, he just doesn't have it anymore. No, that was Edwin Valero. He just doesn't have it anymore. He can't do it. You know, he's over the hill. Bam! Hit him with one shot. That was the end of Billy Costello. Knocked him out cold, and everybody was freaking out because Arguello was back, you know. He wasn't really back, but he knocked him out. Yeah, that Edwin Valero was pretty sad because, you know, Arguello killed himself, you know, left behind his you know, some kids or whatever. But Edwin Valero was the guy who had, like, I don't know how many fights, 25 fights and 25 wins by first round knockout. And he was fighting, at the end, he started fighting some good guys. And he had knocked, like, I think he knocked everybody out but one guy. And then something happened, and, you know, he supposedly he was on the coke. You know, he was big into coke. And I don't know what the hell happened. I don't remember, you know. But he ended up killing himself and his wife. This shit happens with, you know, think about it, really. You don't get into boxing because you're usually, you know, you're not a choir boy. You know, there's got to be some kind of drive there that maybe the average person doesn't have. And sometimes that drive, you know, it's just like comedians tend to be some of the most depressed people. But being a comedian helps them get through it, you know, or get over it, or get past it, or help them live. It's the same thing with boxing, you know. There used to be a couple of guys that, you know, you'd be like, where's so-and-so? I'm not going to say his name because I still talk to him. Where's so-and-so? I don't know. Don't know where he is. Where's his brother? I don't know. Don't know where he is. It'd be like 3 days you wouldn't see him. Then they just show up, hey, what's up? And you'd be like, where the fuck have you been? Oh, you know, I had a problem. And you know, you're like, uh-huh. And then they got smart and started drug testing them. Started finding out what they were really doing. To police boys. I loved it until I got hit. Yeah. I had to tell myself to like it. Which is kind of stupid, but I had to tell I do the same thing with, like, when they stick me with a needle, when they're going to cut me, or, you know, when I've been cut by a doctor or something like that. I know it's going to hurt, and I just tell myself, enjoy it, think about it, revel in it, feel it, you know, like, really feel that pain and, you know, try to enjoy it. Fucking sounds so stupid, but it's true. You know? You're going to get hit in boxing, for sure. You're going to get hit in a fight. 99% of the time, if you fight anybody halfway decent, you're going to get hit. So you just better be ready for it, you know? Anyway, I need to get some rest. Maybe I'll stream in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. I might stream a little bit later tomorrow. Just because I don't feel like rushing. But I may go back to Bangkok. I don't know. I may go back to Bangkok on, what's today? Sunday? Monday? Tuesday. I may go back on Tuesday. We'll see. It depends on the cash flow, but right now I'm a little skint. So you know, if I can go, I'll go. But you know, I don't know. But you know, otherwise, maybe I'll take the train back, and it'll be a little adventure on the train. And you know, there's usually some cool stuff happening with me. There's always some cool stuff happening. People always want to talk to me, and you know, I like doing that. So we'll see. You never know. But I know this. Look at my eyes. I got fucking bags under my eyes. I'm tired. So, thank you very much. Don't forget about the t-shirts. China virus. Very easy to remember. China virus. China virus. China virus. Get 10% off. Otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you, Bilal. Appreciate it. And I guess that's all I got. So, until next time. I am Scott. I'm an American in Nong, Khai, in a lovely room here, right on the Mekong River. And it's been a joy speaking with all of you, except for that first and second guy in the beginning of the stream. And I'll talk to you guys later. All right? Ciao.